So first off, we have the connection to the hose. This is a temporary situation where we're basically running the hose around the garden, back all the way to the left there of the pickup truck, where we have a temporary water spout that allows us during the construction of this beautiful residence to be able to use the water on our dock whilst we wait for the construction of the house. And so this line will come here to a connector here that has been attached to a PVC Schedule 40 pipe to basically undergo the pressures of high water. Obviously it's not a CPVC, which is for higher temperature waters, because we're only using water, cold water from the faucet. So the first step is, and this is from experience basically at other marina docks that I've had in the past, where we basically need a shut-off valve for the entire system to the dock. And so this is here located right underneath basically the cap of the dock, and so it's a security valve so that it will remain open for the entirety of the use of the dock. But would there be a leak further down on the docks, and to avoid any waste of water, we have a way of cutting the entire dock off from water. So let's take a step down. We're going to keep on moving up here, and we have our first connection of the PVC pipe, which you can see here, just using a regular coupling, of course using the primer and the cement glue. Keep on going to the second connection. The only thing that hasn't been done right now has been the securing of the PVC pipes to the wood to avoid any basically any vibration, but we're testing for pressure right now on these various different valves that we have. There's another coupling connection right here, and then we get to the first T. This T here, basically, if you look back, is basically right when the platform starts. And the reason why we've done one of these T sections here is so that we can bring water where the future fish cleaning table is going to take place. And so we want to have the possibility of having basically a water hose to be able to get rid of the carcasses. And you can see that we've oriented it towards the sky a little bit here so that it's easier to connect. This is something that will be a permanent connection, and I'm just going to show you here how basically the water totally fine here coming out. So that will be attached to a hose that will then go to the fish table. So if we go back onto our main path here, keep on going down, and then we get to a second T section here, which you can see some water. That's because basically we're opening up the faucet. This is not a leak, but you see here we basically had to basically drill through all of these different structured wood structures holding the decking, in order to get the piping both to the left and to the right here. And so you can see this is one of the first faucets that we have here. I'm going to test it out so that you can see it's fully functional. Turn that off. It's a quick release. It's a brass faucet, and so that will become very useful for the large boat that will need not only the water to refill the tanks, but also to basically flush the engines, or to use for the hose to basically clean the boat. So this is on the side of the 24,000 pound lift, and as discussed with the builder, we'll be able to basically have softened water coming all through this deck, so that we have soft water that we can put in our water tanks on the boats, but also practical for showering, cleaning, and also cleaning the boat without having any of those pesky water stains. And then if we go to the other side, which is where we have the smaller boat, here we have a different type of systems that put in place. So you can see we've put, again, another small faucet here in order to do the flushing of the engine, or using a hose for cleaning. That way we have, each side has its own cleaning possibility. And then you can see here we have a valve, and this valve here is basically the shower valve, and the shower valve connects all the way up to here. And so one of the nifty little tricks that I used is to put basically a hose where you can change. Basically, you could put flat, you could put full, you could put mist. Like on a nice day where it's nice and warm, we can put mist so that it basically mists and cools the platform. But obviously the most is going to be probably the shower, and I'm going to show you here, hopefully not get too wet. So if I turn this on here, you basically have a shower. So those are some of the projects and some of the things that we've been doing to improve our property and putting on the deck. And so hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to subscribe and hit the like button, and we'll see you for our next project. Have fun. See you, fans.